Thank you so much for joining us. I am very glad.
There is a speculation theory that we're kind of mulling over right now that suggests that Zuval may not be the same as his brothers, right? The question becomes, would the Titans of Order look at the Eternal Ones of the Shadowlands and see them as brothers, since they are similar in nature? They serve different cosmological forces, but they are most definitely similar in nature, right? So that becomes a giant gaping hole of a question. Would they view each other as brothers? Because it does not appear as if Zuval sees them the same way. We have the issues of Zuval being referred to as a Titan ++, which of course we have to argue, is he ++? And I asked this question as well on Friday. Is the Jailer ++, and chat, I 100% want to get your answers on this. Is the Jailer ++ because he is stronger, or is it because of the anima? Because I'll tell you right now, before you guys even answer this, I'll tell you right now, the way in which the rest of the Eternal Ones speak about the Jailer does not seem as if they can kill him, right? Even without all of his anima. They are pretty convinced if he gets out of his prison, it's over. It's fucking over. They can't stop him as soon as he gets out. So, based on what chat is saying here, you guys think he is stronger by design. He is just a stronger Eternal One. But the anima is going to make him even stronger. There's, of course, another thing that I have to just throw out here for those of you that really want to think about this. I cannot find evidence inside the Maw that the Maw functions on anima. It doesn't appear, aside from the Jailer melting down the souls of the living and turning them into weapons, the Maw itself seems to be different to all of the other zones in the Shadowlands. It doesn't appear to require anima in order to function. It just functions. It just does its thing. You see, my head canon at this point, just to give you guys a little bit of a thought here that you can maybe run with, what if he, Zuval, was the original Titan of Death? He was the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And what if the Eternal Ones that we see now betrayed him, right? Because of what he did. I'm not saying he did nothing. I'm just saying he did something, right? They betrayed him for the something that he did, and we already kind of know what he wants. He wants to destroy the systems that keep us in place. So they view him as their brother, but they are not the same. They are not the same. These other Eternal Ones are not native to the Maw, to the city of Death. They are imposters, if you will. That's just sort of where my head is at right now. But anyway, let's get back to the original fucking thing that I was talking about here before I think I distracted myself, but it could also have been you, chat. I'm going to blame you guys because it makes me feel better, but I think I distracted myself. But anyways, back to the original fucking question, or the original topic that I was discussing. If you look at the Jailer, not a necessary position, it doesn't appear to be required because the Maw is already inescapable, perfect prison, right? If the Jailer were to fall, a new Jailer would not be required. And then to the people that go, well, mate, but the Sylvanas and Arthas and all these creatures, here's my problem. With the Jailer being replaced by a mortal, they are mortals. Does anyone here, anyone in chat, actually believe that a mortal, regardless of the amount of fucking anima that they can siphon off of the Maw, do we really think that a mortal could take control or even work on the same amount of power that a Titan or an Eternal One can? Do we think that Sylvanas or Arthas could ever equal Zuval in power if we don't even believe that the fucking Eternal Ones could do it, right? Why do we think that that's even... First of all, that would be terrible writing. I would not like that writing. Just from a writing perspective, I would fucking loathe that. Because the whole point of these creatures is that they are a step above us, right? They don't even care about us because we barely matter. A mortal cannot be in control of the fucking Shadowlands. Maybe a committee of 100 Stormwind politicians could share the burden. Think the jailer is the big bad or a bait and switch? Warbolt, how you doing, bro? Tasty, how you doing, bro? I don't know. I mean, he is being set up more than anyone else as the sort of big bad. It's insane, right? Blizzard is going above and beyond to point out just how bad this dude is. But here's the problem. If you look at the story trailer...
Nothing is fair. Not life.
I didn't get that sense, did you?
Not death. But through the jailer, control of our fate will at last be possible.
Pitiful mortal. There is nowhere to hide. Death comes for you all.
Our duty is...
Like, the way he speaks, it wasn't evil. He doesn't sound like the quote-unquote normal evil guy that you would see. The guy that Blizzard wants us to believe is this ultimate big bad. Just very quickly, right? If you pay attention to what Blizzard have done in previous expansions, right? So all throughout previous expansions, Blizzard have sort of always painted this sort of gray line within their villains, right? So they're sort of, yes, they're kind of bad, but they're not that bad, you know? Maybe there's something we're missing. This is the first time that Blizzard is going all fucking out. Every single interview that we've read just paints this guy as the ultimate bad guy. He's just not good at all. So could this be the thing that they're sort of... They are maybe baiting us into it? Like you're saying he called us pitiful mortals. Yes, but he would. Remember, you're talking about a guy, right, that is so much bigger than any of us. He couldn't care less about us as mortals. So of course we are pitiful mortals to him because, well, do we matter to them? Like, just legitimately. I want to ask you guys, let's imagine Titans were real, right? Like actually in IRL, real. Do you think they would matter at all about the tiny little creatures that live on one little planet in this giant fucking galaxy? Of course he would call us pitiful mortals because he has spent the last how many eons looking at us running around thinking we matter, and to him it's actually interesting. I was watching, just very quickly for those of you that don't know, I love Supernatural, right? I watch Supernatural. I'm rewatching it right now. Last night, I got to the episode where they meet death, right? And you guys, if you've watched Supernatural, you will know which episode I'm talking about. Where that oh, death, that song fucking plays, and Death is just sort of walking down the street, and this guy bumps into him and just falls over and dies. And then you have Dean finally sitting in the restaurant, right, with Death. And Death is just like proper going, dude, do you even, like, Dean sort of makes a joke, and Death explains to him, to me, you are insignificant. So Death says to him, I will eventually reap God. Do you think you matter? Do you think you matter to me? Now, this is exactly the power levels we're talking about here, right? And that pizza, by the way, did look fucking insane, right? The Death was eating. I've never had Chicago-style pizza, but that pizza did look fucking awesome. But anyway, so to answer a very long-winded question that was really going down, and just because a lot of people ask this, no, I don't think the jailer is necessary, first and foremost, and I do not see how a mortal can replace the jailer. This is just absolute insanity to me, and if Blizzard did that, that would be a serious breaking of the fourth wall moment for me. Like, that would be a moment where I go, wait, are we seriously, is this fucking real? Like, are we seriously suggesting that a mortal Even someone that I love, like Sylvanas, I do not think can do that. I genuinely don't think she can do that. So, does that make sense to people? Is there anyone in chat right now that is sort of disagreeing with me? That sort of thinks, no, I'm wrong, I'm missing something?